What's up, everybody? Welcome to Silent Pew, where we're going to talk guns, gear, and everything in between. This is Sunday Gunday, episode 1, and we're going to kick things off with something that started my carry journey back in around 2012 or 2013, and that's the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield Performance Center. All right, so let's clear this for the camera. So this came out around 2012, and at the time, this really checked all the boxes for me. It was a slim fit 9mm firearm with good ergonomics, great reliability. It had those performance center upgrades, as well as that tuned trigger that really helped me feel comfortable getting into concealed carry for the very first time. So here's the rundown of the firearm. It's got a 3.1-inch barrel with the ported slide barrel combination. What you've got here is 2 ports in the barrel, 6 ports in the slide, and those 2 ports line up with the front 2 there. We've got the Trijicon night sights on here that have replaced the tritium night sights, or the tritium iron sights, I should say, as well as that performance tuned trigger. Comes with a 7+1 and an 8+1 round magazine, and that is going to be pretty much how it comes out of the box. Now, one thing I'd like to mention is that I actually didn't start with this one here. I started with the non-performance center version, which was this one here. This one has no ported slide, no ported barrel. It's got the standard iron sights there, and the biggest difference for me was the trigger. So here's the trigger. Pretty heavy in my opinion. The performance center, here's the trigger. Much more crisp, much more easy to pull, more controllable. And that was one of the biggest reasons I switched from the standard M&P Shield to this one. Nonetheless, I really love the platform, so I definitely had to give this one a go. So I want to talk about the magazines. The magazines that came with it again are the 7+1 and then the 8+1 round magazine. And so this is what the 7+1 looks like. We've got that flat base plate down there. And if we put this in, one of the things about this is that pinky really doesn't get a comfortable position, so it really hangs off. And that wasn't very comfortable for me. So I actually ended up taking this and I got this one here. It's the same exact magazine. It's actually the stock magazine, as a matter of fact. And I put this pinky extension on there. Doesn't add any additional rounds to it. It's really just a pinky extension. And this one allowed that pinky to really have a good purchase down at the bottom of the grip for me. And this one was really the ultimate concealable setup. And then last but not least, we have the 8+1 round magazine. And essentially the 8+1 round magazine has this plate down here at the bottom. You see it kind of moves a little bit silly there, but nonetheless, this one here gives you that full grip feel for a compact firearm that was, again, super concealable with 8+1 rounds. Now, at the time, this was really the best firearm that I could find to conceal carry and feel comfortable. But realistically, in today's day and age, the 8+1 is just not enough to compete with the market that's out there today. So I don't carry this any longer. Really, if I'm going on a quick trip, maybe to the local gas station or something like that, I might throw this on. But this is not my first choice any longer. Most firearms today are coming with 17, 15, 16, somewhere around their capacity, with about the same size gun that you're getting in this package here. The biggest difference is, this magazine is a single stack magazine. It doesn't allow a ton of capacity, and it really limits what you can do with this package. So as a carry gun, I would say that overall this is slim, lightweight, and concealable. You don't print a lot. It's gonna get the job done. Now, with that said, one of my main things with this and why I don't carry it any longer is because this right here. 8+1 single stack magazine just isn't gonna do it. 7+1 single stack magazine just is not going to do it today. With the market out there today, you have other firearms that are giving you easily a double stack magazine in about the same size package with 15, 16, and even 17 round magazines, flush fit, and they almost feel like you're carrying this exact same gun with double the capacity. So for that reason, I don't really carry this any longer. If I'm going on a quick trip, maybe to the local gas station, and I want to throw something on, you know, some clothing that needs to have something super light, you know, I definitely take this out. But other than that, it's really not something that is my go-to for every day. And we'll get to that in a later episode. So back in 2012, this was definitely a top tier everyday carry. But in today's micro compact day and age, you've got firearms like the Hellcat Pro and even the P365 series that allows you to carry those 10, 15, or even 17 round magazines for the same size, ergonomically feeling firearm. For those reasons, that really makes this firearm start feeling quite a bit dated. The other thing that stands out to me is this is iron sights only. Today, most firearms are going to come with that optic cutout. Whether you have a direct mount or a plate, it's going to allow you to run that red dot on there, and you're going to run things like the Holosun 507K, Trijicon RMR, SRO, anything like that that's going to help you get on target a little bit quicker. And that's for another day and another video to talk about the difference between those iron sights and the red dots. You know, this doesn't even give you the option for that unless you send the slide off, of course, and get that milled specifically for a red dot. All right. So if you already own one of these, it's still a great solid firearm. It's easy to shoot, easily concealable, and it's comfortable. But in 2025, if you were to ask me what would you recommend as a first carry gun, I would definitely recommend something different. Something with an optic cut, something with more rounds in the magazine. 8+1 in today's market just isn't enough. And for those reasons, I would steer you in a different direction. So the Performance Center was definitely a great first carry gun for me, and it still has a place for the right shooter. In the comments below, let me know what your first carry gun was so we could talk about it. All right, guys, thanks for checking in with me. Stay safe and shoot straight.